Hey there, internet family. Long time no talk. Probably a quick one today. Well, hopefully. Oh, smudge. So, we're going to be going to West Virginia to do some riding soon. And the one thing that I really like about the R-Max, well, there's a lot of things I like about the R-Max, but the one thing that is nice with the R-Max, on the passenger side, when the door is closed, it covers up the fuel cap and the filler neck and all that stuff. So when you play Bobby Hammer time in mud holes and stuff, which I don't do, but it's inevitable that you won't get some mud on your machine. It's nice to know that when you're going to go fill up full of fuel that you're not going to get mud in anything. So the one thing that I didn't like about the Kawasaki is, as you can see, this is just riding around the yard. There's already little drippies and things. So there's a solution for this, and I'm going to show you what that solution is. Oh, look who's on their bed. That's a nice bed you got there, bud. So there's a solution for this particular issue, and it's made by a company called Brute Performance. And basically, they make a kit that you kind of like bolt in place. I'm going to show you that here real quick. So a thin piece of steel bent, and then there's a stainless hinge, and got some little hardware and little screw guys there. Those are probably going to, one end's going to get bolted to this, and then the other end, probably have to drill some pilot holes for these. But then this piece, so basically, oh boy, goes right like that, covers everything up, and it's spring loaded, so it stays in. You can see it's kind of like recessed there. So I thought that was pretty cool. So then when you're going to fill up, there'll be the spring here, and you just go like this, and I don't know, I guess you'd have to hold this down and then put in the nozzle, and you should be good. So, oh, what do you think of your new machine? No comment? All right, so pro tip, when you're cutting out stuff like this, I like to use a good straight edge and line everything up nice, and a good sharp, you know, just a good sharp razor blade. All right, there we go. After looking at that, forgot this, it says cut here towards gas cap. So we're going to get our straight edge, lay it on here. All right, so this piece towards gas cap. So this is going to lay in here like that. Because remember, you want, see how it springs this way? So you want it to be like this. Then you're gonna put this in. I'm gonna have to get a pair of vice grips or something to hold this down, and then that's gonna line up here. You can see it lines up pretty good. Yeah, I'm trying to think what's gonna be, because you're either gonna have to screw this in and then fight with it to put the nuts and bolts on. I think it might be better to put the nuts and bolts on it, and then get a pair of needle nose vice grips to hold it open like this, and then run the screws in and let it close. So let's do that. Let's get this put together so it'll be like that. And then they provide you with some little super little guys here.
And they're already black too, so. Yeah,
that's nice. So 11/32 is what you'll use for that. And then there's a Phillips on the back. And you know, I'm curious, I picked up a set of JIS Phillips, and I want to see, does this fit? Yeah, it fits pretty nice. So this is by Vessel. I'll put a link in the description. These were pretty inexpensive, but the Japanese have a, it's called JIS, Japanese, what's the I? Industrial Standard, I think. And their Phillips is a little bit different than an American Phillips. If you look, it's hard to tell, but the taper, I don't know if you can see that, the taper is a little bit different. So these have a tendency of fitting
much better
Japanese screws and stuff. And sometimes I've noticed it fits Chinese stuff better too. So like in this circumstance, it actually feels real nice in this Phillips. It doesn't feel like it's going to cam out at all, and I'm putting a lot of pressure on that. So if you're working on really anything, any Japanese stuff, I mean, even American stuff, or, you know, whatever, Can-Am, Polaris, you know they're getting fasteners from China. So, you know what? I probably should have put Loctite on these. Damn it.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
All right, I'm going to put some... Oh, this is all gooey. Hold on. If it was a nylock, you'd be good. But because it's not, these things are going to come completely apart after one ride. So you're definitely going to want to put... This is the high strength, so this won't ever come off. Or you got to use heat usually to get it off. So we're going to kill the camera, but we're going to Loctite all these. Okay, everything's Loctited. We had the, like an idiot, I had this flipped, so I had to flip it back. But everything's on there good. It kind of nicked up the Phillips heads just from using this extra times. But all right, everything's good. These are tight now. I used the red Loctite. High strength. Now we need to drill our holes. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a small pilot drill, just because I think that's going to be the best idea. And just leave that like that.
Yeah, because these are...
Yeah, so we're going to... Let's take a look at the old... Let's put those there for now. Let's close this up so our Loctite stuff loves to make a mess. Because you still got plenty of...
These are self-tapping. I'll just use them.
Right, but I want to get something in there. That way the screw can bite right away. So usually better to do that. So these are 7... this might be smaller than 760. This is 3/32 right there. So let's do that. Let's do 3/32. And let's see. I feel like that's pretty good. We're not building rocket ships or anything, so you go the extra mile with stuff, then you won't have any issues. All right, so that looks pretty good. Let me see if I got a little... There it is. Okay. Yeah. So now let's just see how that feels. Oh yeah, plastic is super thin, so it goes right in. That looks pretty good. Yep. Now, this is where it might be kind of a two-man hillbilly operation. So I'm going to try... Ooh, boy. Not magnetic enough, I guess. Yeah, it's hard to do stuff with this spring. Alright, I think that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I don't want to go
too far.
Too crazy, because I want to make sure that they all start.
Yep.
Probably help if I had a little bit more light here. And again, you're going into plastic here, so you do not want to be a gorilla. Try to stand this one up a little bit. You're going to start feeling it bite, and that's it. Like, once you start feeling it bite a little bit, you're done. There you go.
Spring power to stay in place, but...
Yeah, but it serves its purpose. It'd be nice if these were slotted, then you could have some more adjustability out of it, but
yeah,
realistically, as long as it's
covering it
up enough.
Because looks aren't everything, as long as it just keeps it nice looking.
Yeah, it functions good.
Yeah.
That works pretty good. I'm happy with that. It's definitely going to keep...
And it doesn't really look that bad from a...
Yeah. And I don't... Yeah, you're not going to catch yourself. This is all smooth, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, for the price, that's pretty good, I think. So it'll definitely keep the mud and stuff off, and it looks pretty nice. I'll put the links and everything. I bought this. I don't make any commission off anything. So, I would say just if you have a KRX, just get this thing. I mean, it looks good. Like right here, look at that. You can't even tell. I mean, that looks pretty factory. Yeah, you can kind of see the hinge down there, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. And that's going to keep all the slops and the mud and all that jazz out of there, because there's nothing worse than having to deal with mud, and then like you unscrew everything and then like mud falls in your filler neck. Oh man, that's bad. So all right, cool. Well, so kind of a quick one today. Two-man job for the most part. It's nice getting the kid out here to give me a hand with stuff. Yeah. Well, stay tuned for more, KRX content, obviously more RMAX content. All right, so yeah, thanks for... Man, I got the influenza A. Did anybody else get that? See you next time. Later.